Okay, we're going live. It's working now.
Okay. So now, are we in? Are we happy?
We are on our way. It says we are going live. And I think we are live. We are. We are live. Hello, Substack.
But here's the question. Are we live on Antifascism?
We are.
So why don't I see it here?
It will not show up there until it's finished, but if you look at the top of your Substack app, we're right there.
Yeah, but oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. Yes, I absolutely do see it. Now I see it. I'm happy. Well, that was a bit of a mess, y'all.
So excellent.
So hi everybody. We are as you can see by this here over my head or to my this we're into Anti-Fascism OG. And my friend just asked if we were running late, and let me let him know that we are on.
We had a few technical issues, and we had the time change also. That's my fault. Somehow, as someone who never played soccer, I'm suddenly the soccer coach for a bunch of 6-year-olds. And so I have to get out of here early tonight to go to soccer practice.
Oh boy, you're gonna love this. Hold on, I gotta just check something because I'm getting like news. Okay, I'm gonna wait because my man doesn't want this public yet. So I'm just gonna wait. But is it paid? It's not paid, is it?
No, it should be live for everybody.
Yeah, everybody can see this right now, which is why I'm glad that everybody is here today. Yes, everything is fine. Wait a minute. He is actually saying that you have to subscribe. What the heck did we do now? See, remember everybody, we're still trying to figure this all out.
I think it's live for everybody.
We got we got one person watching right now. Oh, he's in. He's in. Okay. All right. So he's our one guy.
All right, so we got everybody here. Excellent. We're getting
everybody here.
Getting better every week.
Oh boy! So I hope everybody. Let's start off with basically saying and say that everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the whatchamacallit, the respective, or rather the retrospective on Charlotte, the Battle of Charlotte. Okay, I do not want. I have to say this because when I start stammering, it's just because I've had two strokes in the past couple of months, and I'm trying to say the word Charlottesville. I gotta say it slow, so it takes time. But I guess Charlottesville. See, now my brain is working. Okay, and now it gets it.
Wiggly fingers when somebody does good. So wiggly fingers.
So I hope everybody liked the special that we did. You can still watch it right now. It's not going anywhere. But we wanted to we was hoping we'll have somebody on today. And if you don't mind, I gotta hype up the book. So I'd be right back as I forgot to grab something.
I think I have my copy right here. Thought I did. Where did it go? Because I was actually the editor on the book that Daryl's going to be talking about. There it is.
Whenever I'm around, it will show up. Okay, you can't see. Okay, this book right here is called Anti-Fascism, a memoir, memoir, of the Portland uprising. 2016 to 2020. Written by Luis Enrique Marquez, edited by Beth Foster. And this is and I gotta tell you, this is a great book. I had said in a big up about it a couple of months ago, is that there's a lot of books and a lot of things that have been written about what we have been dealing with over the past 10 years, as far as anti-fascism, Antifa has been concerned. This is one of the first that you see people that were in the street actually telling you what's going on. And he was going to be here today, but he had to deal with some personal situations. I'll let him explain what they are when we do have him on.
One of the things I like about Luis's book is that he tells the good, the bad, and the ugly, because things can get hard when you are engaged in activism and the trauma that comes with it. And he deals with all that in the book.
Yes, and that's one of the important things. He doesn't sugarcoat anything, not even about himself.
No, he doesn't.
Not even about himself. So that's going to be a good book. And most important, and one of the things that I must say is that he is, if you can get this on our shop, on our via our shop at One People's Project, and you can also get it. And I want to make sure that I got the. Unfortunately, I don't have it ready to type up just yet, but you can get it off his website too.
Let me see if I can find that real fast, Daryl.
Yes, it's antifascistmemoir.com. Antifascistmemoir.com.
And I think there's some extra materials there too that go with the book. Isn't there? Yes. Yeah.
And what I was saying before is that from out of each copy, out of each book that is sold, we get $10 from it. One People's Project gets $10, and right now we are in we need help, that kind of money right now. We actually having ourselves a really crisis fundraiser right now because and I think I've been bringing it up ever since we started this podcast. Because I haven't been working, a lot of things have fallen by the wayside, and unfortunately, a couple of them should not have. So we are trying to come up with $10,000, $5,000 each month, but $10,000 in the next 10 months, 2 months. I'm sorry, 2. And we are getting some help here and there, but we want to get it out there wide, so we can make sure that we handle our situation. And I promise you, I am done with begging people for money the way I have been over the past couple of years, because it's embarrassing. I'm gonna be honest.
So much of this work you have carried yourself, though, and that's not fair. We all need to help carry some of the load that you've been carrying.
And you have, and we have a board now. We never really had a board, One People's Project, and that's going to make a whole lot of difference. I mean, I just talked about how I had 2 strokes over the couple of months ago, and the fact of the matter is, I've just been going to hospital. Seems like every month. I was in the hospital just 2 weeks ago. And it is frustrating because it means that I cannot function the way I want to. I can't get out to places when I want to. I was actually going to go to a show from friends of mine, the Bouncing Souls. They're playing tomorrow in Asbury Park here in New Jersey. And I was planning on going out to that show, and I really can't because of my health issues. And it's frustrating. I mean, but even more frustrating is that I can't do this work the way I want to. We're older. I'm older. I can accept that. but I don't want it to die because I am not taking care of business. So people, we got people working on OPP to make sure that it stays afloat, but we really need your help. So go to One People's Project /donate if you want to help out.
And circling back around to Luis's book, he is donating a
Yes,
portion to OPP, right?
right, $10. Yes.
And I put the link to his website in the chat for anybody who wants that.
Oh, can they see the chat
Yes.
from
It's Substack chat.
Substack? Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay. But there are some, but let's not talk about our commodities. All right, you know what I'm trying to say. F ups. So, so, but we want to talk about somebody else's F up. There is this. I was watching this show, and I can't believe she really tried to pull this. And I gotta preface this because I didn't show you this video first.
Okay.
But one of the things that was coming that came up is that the Smithsonian is trying to basically make things there friendly to Trump, which means it has to be stuff that he likes, basically, that he sees when he goes into the Smithsonian. And one of the things that,
which is fascism, when we start changing our institutions and the way we tell our stories and the history to please the dear leader. I mean, that is fascism. We are there.
Yes, it is. And one of the things that was talked about, there's a propagandist that named Dennis Prager, and he calls himself somebody that's trying to teach or educate young people about history. And there's a video of something that he wants Trump, that is, wants Prager to be really a huge part of what's happening at the Smithsonian. Well, video is propped up, and I'm going to try to pull it up as quickly as I can here. But it's a Prager. I'll find it. It's coming up. But there's a video, and it's really 17 seconds long. And basically, he's not just trying to whitewash Columbus, but he's also trying to whitewash slavery. And I don't know, these are people who get mad when we talk about slavery, because we weren't slaves. We just need to let it go and all that. That's what conservatives like to say all the time.
Anybody who has any doubts about where this is going, I mean, they're defending slavery and talking about women, taking away women's right to vote. I mean, they want to go back to pre-Civil War. It should be really terrifying and really inspire us all to do everything we can to fight this.
And this is one that I'm going to show you exactly why we need to fight it, because this is garbage. Because I mean, I know it's just something that people have been seeing on the internet for the past couple of days after Trump decided he was going to try to take over the Smithsonian. But the fact that this is produced it's just a joke. It's just a pure joke. And I'm going to show you what it is I'm talking about. This is PragerU, that's what they call it, PragerU, take on Columbus and slavery. And I hope.
Slavery is as old as time and has taken place in every corner of the world, even amongst the people I just left. Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? Before you judge, you must ask yourself, what did the culture and society of the time treat as no big deal?
Oh my God.
Is that the first time you've seen that?
Yeah. Yeah. Here's where it gets real disturbing though, Daryl, because I thought I had read this and I Googled real fast. Several states have begun incorporating PragerU content into their educational systems. This includes Florida, Oklahoma, Montana, New Hampshire, Louisiana, and Texas. So they're showing their kids this garbage as real history.
And that's the thing. We know it's propaganda. We know that it's propaganda. And you know, my patience with us not doing anything about it is wearing very thin. But
so I teach history for a living, American history. And one of the things I always tell my kids when I get that, but you know, at the time, it's what everybody was doing. At the same time, there were people who were fighting and saying, this is wrong, y'all. They were doing it from religious perspectives, moral perspectives. They were fighting. When Columbus was colonizing and enslaving indigenous people, there was Bartolome de las Casas who had sailed with Columbus and is saying, this is wrong, this is horrific, this is horrible. He devotes his life to trying to stop what's being done to the indigenous people. So you can never defend those people by saying, well, everybody at the time was doing it, because no, everybody wasn't. At the time, there was always people saying, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong.
I mean, as evidenced by the fact that there were so many slavery revolts, or people who weren't slaves that just basically beat the crap out of those that were trying to kidnap them. That happened. And many were successful.
It's wrong from the beginning. They fought it from the moment it started.
From the start, and let's show. I mean, we talk about what happened in the slave revolts in Haiti, and the reason why I bring that up is because you're talking about. There was a woman, some sort of fitness guru named Jillian Michaels, and she had a very effed up take on slavery that you're about to look at, and the reason why I married this to Haiti is because she adopted a Haitian child. Remember this when you're watching this.
Daryl, can you believe we're in a timeline where we are sitting in 2025 having an argument about slavery?
It's not even an argument. It's just basically an argument about how stupid these people we think we are.
How did they?
It really isn't an argument.
No.
Matter of fact, they'll tell you that. I mean, you'll hear in this video. This happened, by the way. This happened on CNN. And this is the conversation, because I was watching this while it was going on. And the conversation was about how Trump was basically taking over the Kennedy Center. And the conversation was about the arts. Somewhere along the line, they decided to throw history in, and namely, or the Michaels wanted to jump in with this garbage. Y'all gonna, if y'all haven't seen it, this probably might even worse than the Columbus thing that you just saw.
Ew.
So let's give it a shot.
Have you looked at some of the things that are being reviewed?
Slavery was a bad thing that was to talk about.
Okay.
Like,
he's not whitewashing slavery. So
he's not?
He's not. No, okay. He's not. And you cannot tie imperialism and racism and slavery to just one race, which is pretty much what every single exhibit does. But let's talk about the fact that when you
can't tie slavery.
Let's talk about the fact.
Slavery in America was.
Do you realize that only less than 2% of white Americans owned slaves?
But it was a system of white supremacy.
You realize that slavery is thousands of years old?
White people were.
Do you know who was the first race to try to end slavery? Well, what's controversial?
I'm very surprised.
This is an extraordinary exercise in historical revisionism.
I'm really surprised.
Do you realize that?
Jillian, I'm surprised that you're trying to litigate who was the beneficiary of slavery and
I'm
who
not.
was not.
What I'm trying to tell you is
in
that
the context of American history.
Okay.
In the context of American history, what are you saying is incorrect by
What I'm
saying that
you
it was white
cannot-
people oppressing black people?
Every single thing is like, oh, no, this is all because white people bad. And that's just not the truth. Like, for example, every single exhibit, I have a list of every single one. Like, people migrated from Cuba because white people bad. Not because of Castro. Yes, no, it's in there. That's what I'm saying. You don't actually know what's in there. Do you know that when you walk in the front door,
exactly,
the first thing you see is the gay flag?
And then she goes on some anti-trans thing for some reason. I don't know why, but uh-oh, I see that look.
Well, I mean, I didn't know who this person was, but I Googled her just before we started, and she does go on this anti-LGBTQ rant in that clip that we watched after this. She has a same-sex partner that she like.
Should I show the longer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll do that. I mean, we got time, and because both of these are just. I should point out something. This is a show called, I think it's called Newsnight or something like that comes on at CNN at about 10 o'clock. And basically, the show, I love the show because what happens is that people go in there and just show their ass. I mean, really do, especially MAGA. And they do it in front of folks who can kick it. So, I mean, here's the second part of that conversation, and I was just like, she's getting raked across the coals on social media right now because
She's actually married to a woman now.
Yeah. So here's what she says about.
This has been an installation there. Is gender testing fair in sports? Does that, and then it goes on to talk about how it's complex to do gender testing in sports. It's not complex, it's basic science. That's untrue. It's XX chromosome, XY chromosome. That's sports. Is it fair to have biological men competing against biological women in sports? No, but why is this in the Smithsonian? So it's been completely captured.
First of all, I don't.
And it's totally partisan.
First of all, we don't have time to litigate
of
all of this.
Of course we don't, because then you're going to lose the argument. Everything is racialized, just like you're trying to do to me now.
Excuse me.
It's like, I can't believe you're trying to suggest, that slavery
just to be
is a good
clear,
thing.
you brought up race.
No,
this was a conversation about the arts, and you brought up race.
It isn't.
You brought up.
But the whole point of this is that the issue
you brought up slavery. And you brought up the question of whether you brought up the question of whether or not slavery in the United States is about race. The answer is
no,
yes.
I did not
say in the United States
don't
is
straw man my
race.
argument, because that's not what I said.
So what are you
brought
talking
up
about?
Slavery, and what I was talking about is that this isn't really about that. When you make every single exhibit about white imperialism when it isn't relevant at all, that is a problem. So when you're talking about Cubans leaving Cuba and you make it about white people bad, that's not accurate.
Can I just say,
that's my point.
All right, we're going to move on.
I was saying on the art.
I honestly do not know what she's talking about with this whole thing about Cuba. But let me tell you something. The history is what it is. I mean, you cannot, they always talk about how you can't erase history and all that. Well, the history is what it is. If you are looking at it as being white people bad, that's a you problem. Because it happened. It happened that way. And trying to clean it up because of, like Prager did with slavery with his Columbus thing, and now this woman is doing with slavery. I mean, that's a you problem.
You know what I think too, Daryl, when I look at her background, and people can Google her and her, she's married to a woman. We think about like how things went down in Germany leading up to the Nazis. And we're like, why would they have gone along with it? Why would they have worked with it? Well, like this woman, she's gonna end up on some of those Trump lists they went for the immigrants, they went for the trans people, now they're going for homeless people, they're starting to arrest Democrats. The who they're going after, we know when we look at fascism that there's gonna be group after group after group. Why is she fighting against her own interests?
They all are. I mean, I'm looking at Richie Torres. That's the black man that she's talking to. He's a congressman, and he's dirt. He's straight up dirt. But he looks so good. He looks good here. But I hope he loses his seat. But he looks good here, going after her quietly. But he's going after her, and but he's one of those guys that actually works against his interests. But who am I to say what their interests are? So let me walk that back a little bit, because truth be known, we don't know what their interests are. Maybe what they are fighting for. Maybe their interests actually aren't the same interests as we are. So regardless of what it looks like to us, so
my soccer team is at the door. I'm gonna have to sign off.
Then that means we're both going to sign off. We're sorry it took so long to get back. But we wanted to talk about the guy with the sandwich, but we'll do that next week because it's still going to be a regular story. Yep. And I got some other things that I need to talk to y'all about, but we'll do it next week. And take care, y'all. And half hour goes by quick, especially when we were spending 10 minutes trying to fix things.
We got to fix it out for next week, though. We're good to go.
All right. Take care, y'all.
Right. Bye, Daryl.
Bye. How do we turn this damn thing off?
You're going to have to end it. I made you host, so I'm going to leave.
Oh, okay. So without me. Okay. So let me make it happen. So you can go on, and I'll just say goodbye to everybody.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. So, yeah, that's the show. I'm not going to try to have the show while she's not here. And we're all going to have some guests coming up. We was going to have, like I said, we was going to have a guest today, but unfortunately, I can't. We can't because he's going through stuff. There is stuff I know. There's some folks watching right now that want me to keep going, but I'd like to have somebody to have a conversation with us, but the thing is, she's gone, and we will have more time in the next couple of days. I see you next week, y'all. I'll see you next week, and sorry, yes. All righty. Take care. And it looks like I got a phone call coming. So let me get out of here as soon as I figure out how do I turn this off? This is going to be fun. See, I might be here longer anyway because I can't turn it off. Watch, I just turn it off by mistake or something like that. And I guess it won't be a mistake because I don't know how to do it. I'm still here, ain't I? Well, maybe I'll just turn off the Zoom.